anybody, Republican or Democrat, say I'm going to put everything that I am out publicly to the voters to say you have a choice. That is a tremendous, tremendous not only responsibility, but it is, in today's political environment, a tremendous, I think in some respects, a burden to bear. And I really do have great respect for anybody that will do it, Republican or Democrat.
Okay, well, I didn't prepare a speech, but I have to say thank you so much for being here. There's a spirit in this room that really just moves me, and I want you to know that I'm proud to be among you today. I'll tell you a quick story. During the campaign trail, somebody asked me to go to the University of Chicago to speak, and I was warned against it. They were like, Mia, they don't like you there. Don't go. And I said, if I can't go and speak, I was supposed to speak to, I was speaking to some black aspiring attorneys. And I said, if I can't go and speak to these attorneys, then I have no business doing this. So I went, I told them about my story, I told them about my parents and how they struggled and worked really hard and the things that they believe in. And one lady stood up and she said, explain this to me. I don't understand how you can be black, female, Republican, in Utah, in today's America. It makes absolutely no sense to me. And I said, I am all of these things because I refuse to fit the mold that society tells me I have to fit into. Now, brothers and sisters, I call you brothers and sisters because we're all in this together. Imagine if people like Martin Luther King, people like these men, decided to take the fact that Washington said that they were second-class citizens. We wouldn't be here today. So the only thing I ask is you don't have to believe in my policies, but for heaven's sake, preserve your right to make your own decisions in your own home and have your own policies that you follow and you lead on. Because I, for one, believe that everyone in this room is capable of making decisions for themselves, for their communities, for their families, and being leaders in this country. That is why I'm here. I believe that the Lord intended more for us than to be slaves to men, to Washington, but to be servants to our Father in heaven, to our brothers and sisters here. God bless you all, and thank you for making me feel so welcome. I have to catch a picture with Senator Rand Paul before he leaves, but thank you so much.
Insights from him, it was great. And also, Senator Scott, he has another job. He's my communications director as well. And he's been so helpful through this process, and I want to thank you. It's crazy being here. Two other people I want to thank real quick. Where's my sister? Liz Zeno is here. Where are you? Raise your hand, Liz. It's my big sister. She's a Delta. I think she came up here just to meet some of her sorors. And then Tiffany Moore. Where's Tiffany? Tiffany has been a good friend in this process. You know, a lot of people ask me, Will, how'd the black dude get elected in a Hispanic district? Right? And it's the 29 counties, 825 miles of the border, 2 time zones. It's huge. I did it because I followed the example of my parents. My dad is 82 years old, my mom's 71. They met in LA and moved to Texas. My dad's from Texas, but he moved back to San Antonio in 1970. And it wasn't in vogue to be an interracial couple in Texas in 1970s. You know, my dad was a traveling salesman, and when he traveled throughout the state, he couldn't go in some restaurants. He had to buy bologna and bread from grocery stores and eat there. And now, you know, it's crazy to think that their youngest son is a member of Congress. And I'm up here because there's so many people that blazed a path before me. And I'm excited to be here. On Monday, I was in San Antonio at an MLK march. San Antonio actually has the largest march, and we're walking. There was about 150, 175,000 people. And we're walking, there was these 2 little kids. And they were probably about 8 years old, and they kept looking back, and I heard them whisper, "That's Will Hurd." Right? And they said it a few times, and I walked up to them. I said, "Excuse me, I want to say hello. I'm Will Hurd." and these two little kids started screaming, right? And they were so excited. And to me, you know, to have these 8-, 9-year-old kids looking up to me, you know, that is the person that I'm fighting for when I come up here to Washington, D.C. You know, I've had the opportunity. Yeah, you can clap for that. You can clap for that.